Hi, my love. This is going to be your new moon mini reading. We're going to begin with pulling some chakra cards for you to get the energy of this new moon. The way I treat new moon and full moon energy is once the new moon happens, the next 2 weeks is what you should be working towards up until the full moon. And then the full moon happens, and then the next 2 weeks after that, you work your way towards the full moon energy up until the new moon. So it's kind of like a trade-off, and then it equals a month. So this new moon energy that we just had on over the weekend, we really want to see what for the next 2 weeks where you are headed, what you should be looking into. Are there any blocks coming up for you, that kind of thing. So a strictly intuitive reading, and let's just see. So I'm seeing a lot of blue energy for you. I just heard sea or ocean, I would say. Oh, there we go. There's some blue. The psychic development. A lot of blue energy, though. A lot of communication. We have peace. That's the crown chakra. And we have angels and masters. I love it. This is a really, really big time for you for connecting. And your psychic abilities are probably going to be so strong the next 2 weeks. Really focusing on quieting the mind. That's the vibe I'm getting. Quieting your mind, looking for ways that you can bring peace into your everyday routine. Okay, and I'm not talking just 1 hour a day. I'm talking the entire day. How can you place yourself to be in a more peaceful state? The psychic development, whether you've already been working on it or not, this card is really revealing the next 2 weeks you will be seeing that. Because I was seeing a lot of blue in your energy or your aura most likely. I feel like that's kind of revealing there's going to be communication going on. So whether this is with people face to face, this could be gaining messages or having spirit around you. You may be feeling it or noticing it some more. But there's a lot of communication happening, a lot of third eye chakra happening as well. And then the angels and masters card is telling me that this is making sure that you are completely connected energetically. You can do that by, doing some meditations and just making sure you're living and breathing a healthy life. And just being, as positive as you can. I'm not saying like ignore the negatives, but just be fulfilled on your day to day. Make sure you're living each day as if it could be your last, honestly. Oh, I love it. You have the high priestess coming up. A lot of intuition, a lot of psychic. We have the magician. Those two came up as a pair. So I feel like with that this is a really strong time for you to one up on your psychic abilities, on your connection to spirit, on creation and manifesting. If you wanted to manifest something and set an intention for something, the magician card coming up for you is saying this is the time to do that. So if there's something in particular that you want to have happen or you want to create in your life, you need to set the vibration for it. You need to call on it, ask for it, pray on it, and set the intention to have it. Okay. This is a really good time for that. I like to do it in the form of candle magic, but everyone's different. Maybe you could do it in the form of setting an intention with a crystal, and then you sit and meditate with that crystal a couple nights of the week. Or like I said, if you set an intention with a candle, you can write the intention at the bottom of the candle. You can write it on the candle with a marker. You can just set the intention with your hands, and then light it and ask that spirit answers your prayers. I mean, you can do it however you feel is the best way for you. There's no right or wrong way to set intentions and to manifest. We have the masculine coming up. So if you work with gods and goddesses, God's masculine energy is popping up for you. This could be God in general, or this could be any kind of a god that might be making themselves known to you. The masculine is also within yourself. Okay, so let's pull on that. Let's pull some cards for the self. I just saw 444. So I'm gonna take that as a sign for you. I won't go into what 444 means, but it is angelic, okay? But I want you to Google that Google 4444 because I feel like that was a message for you. And you yourself may already be seeing it. So if you are, and that is literally a message in itself, that is a synchronicity, that you're aligning with your guides. Okay. So just take a note of that. I feel like that was meant for you. But let's pull on the masculine. So we have the 3 of Cups. That's third wheel energy to me. Oh, the High Priestess again. And then the Knight of Wands. Lots of passions. The third wheel, I feel like Spirit is kind of telling you to stop. You don't have to be in a group of people to make things happen. You don't have to be in a group to fit in. I feel like the third wheel, like that, for some reason, third wheel is popping up. Whether maybe you have friends who are couples and you're just kind of the oddball there. But I feel like this card is saying you need to separate yourself from that. And be solo, because the High Priestess, she's popping up again, and High Priestess energy, she kind of does work solo. Okay. And then we have Knight of Wands, which is, to me, it's kind of like he's saying, you need to go in search of what is passionate to you. What are you passionate about? Not your friends, not what your friends are doing. What is it that fuels you, and celebrate that. Okay. So I feel like that's what's popping up. Masculine energy is being independent. Okay. So maybe this is a lesson of independence for you in the next 2 weeks. I love that you got 2 High Priestess cards. That's just telling me you're leveling. You are leveling up for sure. We have Sacred Lotus, Enlightenment. There is also a lotus here in your card. But we got the Sacred Lotus, Enlightenment. No mud, no lotus. I love it. Enlightenment. What brings you peace? What fuels you? What inspires you? What makes you feel connected to the divine? I feel like there's different little messages there for you. My little lotus candle holder here is popping out to me. The lotus might be a sign for you. There might be a reason why these flowers are showing up for you right now. So I really want you to kind of trust all of that. If you see synchronicities in the reading, things are popping out that you've been noticing, you really need to pay attention to that. I'm only here to give guidance, but I can't pinpoint exactly what Spirit wants you to notice. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you strengthen your psychic connection yourself. Let's see if there's any blocks that pop out like this one. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is the desire not to do certain things. Maybe you've lost a passion. You've lost your, you've lost it. 8 of Cups, the moving on from something. And then the 7 of Swords, that could be the lies, that could be lying, or that could be moving forward. So a lot of energy of that. Losing your passion for something that once maybe you loved. The 8 of Cups is definitely moving on from something that no longer fulfills you. You're in search of something new. Maybe you're in search of answers. And then we have the 7 of Swords, which is, be careful with people you entrust. Same thing with that 3 of Cups energy. If you feel like you're in that third wheel kind of a thing, I would just say be careful who you talk to about maybe your spiritual awakenings that you're happening, or your connection to spirit in general. Maybe some people don't always get it, okay? So just be careful with who you entrust, because not everybody is going to give you positivity. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to get it. So I just say, like, you don't have to keep it completely to yourself. But I feel like while you're going through this one up spiritually and psychically, I feel like you may want to step back a little bit from socializing as much with people who maybe aren't as aligned spiritually as you are, because they just won't understand. At least that's what's coming up to me. That's just what's coming to mind. So really good cards, my love. I hope that this insight gave you Something to think about, at least. If you have any questions, you can always reach out, let me know. But I really feel that's really all the messages that are coming through for you. I wish you all of the best, and seriously embrace that High Priestess vibe, because she is definitely coming up a lot for you. But with that, my love, I wish you all of the best. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.